I forget which voice
You
had
know
whose.
to quit, do you?
It's over, son. Just surrender.
Why is he calling him son? Is his son as in like, hey, bro? Or like,
Yeah, like a
I'm
bro.
old enough to be your dad?
Oh, yeah? I'll see you in hell before I do that. Yeah, see?
Also, by the way, welcome back to Spunk and other four-letter words. I'm Doug.
I am Ryan, which is a four-letter word. I don't believe spunk is.
S-P-U-N? Shut up.
He really fully believed it, too. Oh, man. Oh, poor guy.
Oh, you... Wait. Okay, we're finally finishing this freaking game.
Is this the finale? Is this the last level?
This is the final level.
Oh.
And she's about to jump off. I think it's been a minute, but if not, enjoy that preview of Lunch Rush. No harm telling you now, we've already revealed the title to the world.
Whoa.
On our Facebook streams and whatnot. Yeah, oh. I like these.
I love that they're great holding a knife with two hands, like they're not like competent in how to wield it.
No, I got this. It's like it's like going in for a job interview or something. Like, no, you can do this. They're like,
And you're just like white knuckling your binder of like paperwork and resumes and stuff.
they're like talking themselves up. You got this. You got this, Jonathan. You got this. Okay. And then they just like run out and just one punch, beep, and they're dead because they're like the weakest enemies in the game.
And it's over.
These ladies practicing for the gymnastics meet in their urban streetwear. They are not the weakest enemies in the game. They are the bane of my existence.
And also, they're strong enemies in the game. Whoa!
Hey-o!
She's going for the headbutt. Well, she is wearing a helmet, so she could. Caramel could do that quite safely.
She is. Caramel or caramel?
I'm a caramel guy.
I am a caramel guy also. I think that's why we're in a band together.
That's probably why, yeah.
I feel like if we weren't on the same page in terms of the pronunciation of caramel, this would not, like, we'd be a jug band or something.
Yeah, be fully falling apart.
Or we might be in a band together, but it'd be a completely different genre.
No, yeah, the vibe would be different. Certainly. It would just be like some kind of like weird, you know, minimalist jazz group.
Probably with vibes.
And we probably wouldn't
ironically.
even, you know, we would just like barely off stage speak to each other. Just be like, just like silently, you know, purse our lips and nod. But then go on stage and make music, but then just, you know, continue on our separate ways, as it were.
Live.
Because we cannot, you know, agree on how to pronounce. As if there was the case, I'd be saying caramel and you would continue saying caramel.
We'd be like the Penn and Teller of jazz bands.
Of just weird alt jazz.
Great act on stage. You feel like we're totally in sync. No conversation. Like, we don't even look at each other after the show's done.
Nope.
Separate bathrooms.
Is it true that Penn and Teller don't hang out afterwards? I know the myth, like, or, you know, Jamie and Adam of the Mythbusters didn't. They were not friends off stage. They had, you know, they were acquaintances. They were co-workers essentially. But I don't know if is that true. Also true with Penn and Teller?
I believe it is. It's not like they weren't friends. They were friends, but I think just after a certain point, it was part of the way we keep this going is we don't get sick of each other. Like, we don't hang around each other too often, or maybe it's just that they have their own lives. They also talked about every time they hit a major career milestone, they would always celebrate the exact same way with coffee and donuts.
Fun.
Which I think is cool because it. You know, I remember hearing an interview with Penn, obviously not with Teller, who doesn't talk. I mean, he does, but generally not camera. Right. Let me just kill this guy. Yep. But he was saying something to the effect of, yeah, that way you always get the same celebration regardless of the circumstances, which is humbling because...
Even if it's like this huge, like, you know, $10 million payout, just like, yep, coffee donuts, that's it.
Yeah, you're never... Because also if you celebrate by like, oh, I'm going to buy a boat or whatever, you're chasing that high, that same high.
Oh, that's really smart. I like that.
Every accomplishment.
I really like that.
I love the humility of that.
That's really cool. Because I know, like, they've done, like, you know, I've seen a series of them, like, traveling to other countries in the world. And so, like, they've, you know, traveled together for, like, months and weeks at a time. And you can't do that and not be friends.
Yeah, I'm just gonna star these motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh, fun fact: since the last time we recorded Raspberry Plays, I am now in Mania, which is the highest level of Streets of Rage. I believe I am like 4th or something like.
Where are you at?
I think it's like top 20 in the world, which normally would be a great accomplishment. Given the circumstances, it's just sad. But that's okay. I got a mace.
Yeah, that's a good consolation.
That's the takeaway from this.
Physically, a mace is the takeaway.
Yeah, and you know, some people would celebrate that success of being top 20 in the world
By buying a yacht.
by buying a yacht.
But we're gonna get coffee and donuts.
I'm gonna get coffee and donuts.
No, yeah, I have nothing to celebrate here. That's all you. It's just you going to Dunkin' Donuts by yourself.
And then finding out that Dunkin' Donuts is closed for sit-in. So I'll just get those donuts to go
So I'll
and
just
sadly eat them in my car.
Hop through
And
the drive-through and then, but like, don't go home. Still eat them in your car.
people being like, "Sir, you're crowding the drive-through. There are other people coming." And I'll just go, "No, there aren't." And they'll go, "Yeah. Enjoy your donuts."
Okay.
All right. Okay. Come on, guy. Yeah, no, but I figured out a really sweet strategy.
Which is?
If I just tap it in with, I mean, these guys are super fast, so it's kind of hard. But it worked on my comboing, and also I'm gonna do this.
Oh,
And then just stand back
get
and let
that
it do the
pendulum
work
going.
for me.
Get that pendulum going, which, you know, as a security measure, I can understand it. You know, a giant mace swing ball in an ancient castle, maybe it was already there. Sure. Why would you put all of your very fragile screens and computer equipment in the same hallway as it, though? That's where you lost me.
I mean, it seems like, if nothing else, aesthetically, it seems like an odd blend of styles. But then also,
Even that'll, yeah, even just with that on that front, certainly.
I mean, also, you just had cyborg ninja cops with ray shields.
But again, I'm willing to suspend that disbelief. But then just like, you know, the logistics of planning your secret evil lair castle, I'm upset at the decision you've chosen to make. Look, that screen is broken. The pink one. It's got a big old crack in it.
That's like a grab.
Is that like a globe or a grab? Okay, maybe.
I can't change the camera angle, so we'll never know.
Well, yeah, it is a two-dimensional game. So.
Streets of Rage 4. You can't change the camera. That's the tagline.
0 out of 10. The worst game.
6 out of 10 Game Informer. Too much water.
Too much water, bro.
Which was an actual game review for, I think it was the 3rd gen Pokemon games, like Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, terrific.
Because they were like, yeah, it's good, but there's too much water. Which is like,
What does that mean?
I mean, that is... I feel like that's... If you'll forgive the analogy, or the simile, rather. I feel like that's like missing the ocean for the fish.
Yeah.
You know? Like, come on.
That was my review of Subnautica, actually, too.
Too much water.
Too much water. Which, for those who don't know about the game Subnautica, is a game where it's like sci-fi scuba diving. Survival horror scuba diving, basically.
Right, but also all terrains matter. Where are the deserts? Come on.
Let me see the deserts, guys.
Deserts don't get hot enough to melt steel beams.
Amen, dude.
Or do they?
No, they don't.
They do not.
I have personally carried a steel beam to a desert. It just got real warm.
It was
Still metal, though. Not liquid.
So you couldn't drink it then?
Couldn't melt it, no. Couldn't drink it for survival, absolutely not.
Ah.
Because that would completely eviscerate my esophagus.
Sounds like fun for the whole family. In the desert.
Eviscerate my esophagus is the first single from my new metal band.
I was
by the way.
just gonna say, or like the Ryan Goodwin version of Slipknot,
Yeah.
and then it'll be mashed up to like some J-pop song.
Oh,
'cause that's
easily.
the way the internet works these days. And which means the internet is doing exactly what it was designed for. By the way, the fact that we get that top tier content,
Oh, yes.
like the little kitty singing the C at the end of the C major scale.
Oh, what a perfect video.
Hey, it's a perfect video.
See, and that made it infinitely better.
I'm sorry. And again, he's got a gun. She's got a sword. That seems a little backwards.
When you already beat her, she could just like take a breather, and Mr. Y could just
Shoot
assassinate you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Mr. and Ms. Y not married.
That's right. They're brother and sister.
Oh, okay.
It's more like Jack and Meg White,
Yeah, okay.
but they're not in a band. And also,
And one of them has a weird spider mech suit. So
And
do,
also-
do with that information what you will.
And also, she looks like she would be at Coachella, because those are some Coachella-ass boots.
I'm digging them. I'm into it.
No, I'm not saying that makes them bad. I'm just saying that
That's where you would see them.
Absolutely.
And that's correct. Or like a real nice, the real nice parts of New York.
maybe.
Real fancy New York, young New Yorker boots. Still, not like an old person with fancy boots. Like still a young person that's just still wickedly rich. And by that I mean her father is wickedly rich.
He's dead.
He's dead now.
Their father is Mr. X, who is the antagonist of the first 3 Streets of Rage games. We're getting into some sweet lore here.
So I'm glad you're explaining that, but now I have more questions. Different last name?
Yeah, no, it's that's a valid question, and the answer is
So would their children be Mr. and Mrs. Z? Does the last name just continue alphabetically? And
no,
then
they'd be-
after that,
no, they'd-
what's next?
No, they'd
Z
be-
is the last letter.
Dr. One.
Damn
which
it.
incidentally is my favorite knockoff version of Dr. Pepper. Yeah, let me get some Dr. One and some Mountain Shoutin'.
There it is. I shit you not, I more often had Diet Dr. Thunder in the house than Diet Dr. Pepper when I was a kid. And it was mostly, and I didn't ask for it. It was usually my parents would drink, or my dad would drink Diet Dr. Thunder. But yeah, we never would have any name brand Dr. Pepper products.
See, I feel
in
like
the house.
Dr. Thunder, I feel like that's probably an honorary degree. You
Oh
know?
no, that's like a doctorate in like fine arts though. He can't actually help anyone medically.
Yeah, no, he's got a doctorate in, like, pottery.
So no, he could legally call himself that, but then when they're like, "Is anyone here a doctor?" He's like, "Well, I am, but I'm gonna leave," and then doesn't do anything, and he just dials 911 and leaves.
But doesn't tell them what's going on. Just leaves it off the hook. Off of the last payphone in the world.
He forgets to leave his location, which is the first thing any 911 operator will ask for.
Also, I beat
What?
this
That
game.
was it?
That's
I
it.
thought there was one more level to boss fight.
No.
Oh well, we should have hyped that up more. Damn it.
Nah, it's fine. We can just watch the credits. For Lizard Cube and
Dotemu!
and all these French names.
Yeah, look, Cyril Imbert. Oh, okay. Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of French people.
Very cool.
Cyril,
Julien.
Julian, hey, you know who? Julian who? Julian
Yu. The head of production, Christian Cortez. Associate producers, Ben Ferré. Hilario. Bruno Cohen. Jean Ari. Olivier Venetti. Music supervisor, Cyril Imbert. Who also was the executive producer, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
there are a lot of double roles in here. A lot of doublers. And they're all... It's so funny that they're these, like, hyped up villains, but they're looking at each other with, like, we could have gotten away with it if it weren't for those rascally kids.
If it weren't for the streets of rage.
Which is funny, because they're like...
Because
they're like 12, and the main characters in this game, for the most part, are
mid-30s.
like mid-30s. If we're keeping up with Streets of Rage, like, lore, I think Axel and Blaze and whatever were in their, like, late 20s.
Oh, so now they're like 40 or
They'd
something.
be like 40-something, yeah.
Hey, Barbon, composed and produced by Monterrey. Okay, that's actually a Japanese name. Okay, so I won't give
Yeah,
that. I won't
'cause
give
some
that.
of them
I won't
are-
give that a French accent.
Some of them are based on original tunes from earlier in the Streets of Rage series.
Okay,
Double Divas. Ooh, that's the name of my favorite adult film.
I was a fan of Double Divas 3, actually. That's when they really kind of picked up their stride.
I think that one was just called Six Divas.
Every entry in the Double Divas series just adds 2 more divas, but keeps the original 2 divas from the previous one.
Right.
So by like Double Divas 9, it's just 18 divas.
And the original Divas are like 78. It's like... so it's 9 diva movies, but 18
over the
divas.
and it took like a
It's like...
They weren't like, it was not like yearly release, like, it comes after like a couple decades. So yeah, the OG divas age quite a bit.
Right, yeah.
But they still hang around like on the set.
No, they're G-MILFs. Or Jivas.
Milfs.
What?
Or Givas.
Are good divas. Which, incidentally, is, I think, an Australian term. Good diva.
Yeah, it's like a diva.
She's singing in the band.
Jesus Smith,
She's the boss from the train and also from the other level. They go fuck.
They going. No, they go fuck.
She's giving him that face like.
Oh,
you're
those are fuck me.
You get, and you can tell because they're closed.
Are they closed or narrowed?
I think they're closed.
That's okay. That is Shadow. Yeah.
But she's closed in the
Oh,
same
she's
way.
imagining something.
You know when you watch those corny like air freshener or like fabric softener commercials, and it's always some white lady. And she closes her eyes, goes,
Yeah, that. But it's a dude.
She wants
talking about that D.
She wants to fuck that fabric softener. Because Snuggle Bear is a sex machine.
That's right.
Even though he's not a machine, he's a toy. He's a sex toy.
Ah!
All right, I'm gonna speed through this because this guy's getting his robot arm repaired. Yeah, and they're staring into the sunset.
And one of them has a guitar.
Oh yeah, Cherry. We didn't play as her.
Nope.
Someday we will. Maybe. Probably not though. But this was fun. I love this game. And I got an S rank.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for indulging me on this.
S for sucks. No, I'm sorry. I could not do better. So I shouldn't roast you.
That was no. You know what? It needed to happen.
Oh, okay.
Just like this needs to happen next time on Raspberry Plays.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Will Spunk and other
5-letter words.
No, it's 6 because they're 2 divas every time. They have to be prime numbers. Bye. That was good.
Yay.